Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to work on page 85, vocabulary, nouns with suffixes, society, and relationships. Guess the meaning of the highlighted words in the article. Check your guesses in the dictionary. Well, you checked already those words in the dictionary, so I'm just going to show you what answers you could have gotten so you can pause the video and check that your answers were correct. You can look at them right here. These are words you need to study when you get your test, okay? So pause the video and check that you have the correct definitions of the highlighted words. Okay, moving on. Can you remember which noun in the box completes these phrases in the article? Okay, since you already read the article in page 84, you have to go a little bit back again and find those phrases, okay? As soon as you find them, you need to match the words with the phrase, and I'm going to show you what the answers are. It would be grasp a viewpoint, see another perspective, gain perspective at the cost of intimacy, get the social contact, and food and security. Okay? So there's a relationship in those words and they come together like collocations. Okay? Now the next part is letter C. What are the noun forms of these words? Okay, remember that the noun forms is like how those words would look like if they were nouns. Okay? Because as you can see, lonely is an adverb. Okay? So I'm going to show you. When we make cold as a noun, it's going to be coldness. Lonely, loneliness. Ostracize, ostracism. Exclude, exclusion. Isolate, isolation. In this case, isolate is an action, a verb, so isolation is a noun. Okay? So try to practice and to see how you change that form of the words. Okay, the next thing, add one noun suffix, like suffix, remember, is the end of the word. Okay, it's the ending. So it could be shin, ism, or ness to each word in each group from 1 to 3. Listen and check. Okay, I'm going to play it so you can check that you did the exercise correctly.
Track 3.36. 1. Materialism, optimism, socialism, separatism, capitalism. 2.
Nervousness, rudeness, selfishness, fairness, closeness.
3. Collaboration, distribution, liberation, innovation, separation.
Okay, now that you listened, write those answers correctly. Now, use a dictionary to check the meaning of any new words. If you don't know any of them, look for them. I'm going to show you the answers on how you had to write them. Now, it's all about just adding a suffix at the end of the word, but still there are some rules. For example, like the word separate. If you're going to make it into separatism, okay, you have to change the E into an I, okay? That's what you need to do. So that made a change. Capitalism, we don't have a vowel at the end of the L, okay, but we add the vowel from ism. Okay, so check that some you can change directly and some you need to make changes like liberate into liberation. You have to change the E into an I, okay? So check them, please pause the video and check that you have them correctly. Now let's move on. It says complete the rules with the correct suffix from 4D. Okay, let's find out. So when we have the suffix ness, that talks about nouns or states of emotion or being. If we're talking about emotions or state of being, we put the ending ness. Okay? Now, if we're ism is when we're talking about nouns are often beliefs or ways of thinking or political systems. Okay, so we use that one. And yon is for nouns are often single actions or general concepts. Okay, so those are the rules because not all the time you could add ness to everything. No, you have to find out these rules and study them to know. Okay, learning tip. This is very important, so focus on this one. It says, while words that are formed from the same base word have a similar overall meaning, there can often be small and subtle differences in meaning when suffixes are added. It is easy to check the differences in the dictionary if you are unsure. So when you check in the dictionary, there's this part that's going to tell you if it's a noun, if it's a verb, it's an adverb. Okay, so that way you will know the difference. So always keep a dictionary on hand or your phone where you can also download a dictionary. Now, what's the difference in meaning between separation, separatism, and separateness? Okay, we're going to find out. Separation is a situation in which two or more people or things are separated. Separatism, the belief held by people of a particular race, and separateness, the state of existing or happening. Okay, so copy these answers so you know they stem from the same word, but they are different. Okay, so take note of those answers as well. And let's go a little bit right here above where it says speaking. Now complete the sentences with abstract nouns from for or your own ideas. Add two more sentences with other ism or ness nouns. Okay? So in this case, it's going to be your own answers. You can choose any you want. You just write them down. Letter B, explain your ideas in 5A to a partner. Together decide on 5 key qualities and kinds of behavior that are important to social relationships. Okay, you can think about that. And choose one of the social situations below. What further problems might you have? How could you deal with them? Make a list of problems and suggestions. Okay, so you're going to choose one of these situations and you're going to answer the questions. Okay, and you're also going to make a list of problems and suggestions. Okay, this is for letter C. And letter D, we have some questions. Have you or has anyone you know ever been in any of the situations in 5C? I'm talking about these situations right here. How did you or they deal with them? Okay, well, that is for page 85. Okay, so let's move on to page 86. Now, on page 86, let me get it smaller so you can look at it better. Okay, let me just go a little bit right here. It says, everyday English, I was out of line. Okay, now on page 86, there's a listening. Look at pictures A and D and discuss the questions. Why do you think each character is saying sorry? Do you use the same word for all the situations in your language? Okay, look at this one. A, the elephant saying sorry. B, this person saying sorry, like in this case, like if the elephant's like apologizing, and in the second situation is like she couldn't understand what he was saying. Okay, and then on the third situation, what do you think is happening? Or what's happening on situation D? Okay, well, let's find out. And your answers could be this. The elephant can hear the mouse. Okay, he can listen. The child doesn't understand what the man is saying on B, right here. The shop assistant has made a mistake with the money, okay? And the man is drawing the bus driver's attention to the fact that the bus wheel is on his foot. Okay, so those are situations for the same word, but different ones. Okay, so you might have your answers on when we say lo siento in Spanish and in which situations, but I think they're very similar. Now, watch or listen. Oh, wait, look at the pictures E and F. Who do you think is apologizing for what? Okay, well, in this case, the person right here and the bus driver was like, it's his fault, but he's like, sorry, like what's going on? And on the situation letter C, it's actually the cashier that's apologizing. Okay, so watch or listen part 1 again and answer the questions. Okay, we're going to watch a video. When you finish watching the video, you're going to answer these questions, the 3 questions right here. And then you're going to also answer this question right here. Okay, so let's watch the video.
Excuse me a moment. I'll have to take this. Hi, Wendy. Yes, I agree. We do need to talk this through. I'm with someone right now, though. Can I call you back? Yes? Okay. Speak later. Bye. Sorry about that.
No worries. Sometimes it can't be avoided.
It was my publisher asking about another book.
Oh, most writers would be over the moon to get the opportunity to write a second novel.
Yeah. I'm not sure I could, even if I wanted to.
I'm sure that's not true, Max. I'm sure you'll come up with something soon. Hey, you know, Alex had a good idea yesterday for more to the solar wind story.
Alex.
Yeah. You know how we said a sequel is impossible? Well, he said you ought to write a prequel. You know, tell the story of what happens before solar wind.
So you've been talking this through with my sister's boyfriend?
Well, yes, I thought it might be a good idea.
I think it's a bit out of order.
Sorry?
First, you hide the fact that you're a journalist. Then, you go gossiping about me to the whole world. It's not on.
Well, I wouldn't say Alex is the whole world exactly.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure I can go through with another interview.
You're right. I was out of line.
People poking their noses in. I've had it up to here with it.
Max, please, it's not like that. I'm sorry it was inexcusable of me to pretend I was a fan, but I think you're overreacting here.
Well, maybe so. But I think we had better call it a day. Please don't bother me again.
Okay guys, after watching the video, answer the questions. You can pause, you can go back and watch it again. Okay, next exercise is pronunciation. Sound and spelling of U and A. Okay, so listen to the sentences, okay, and answer these questions.
Track 3.38. 1. I agree. We do need to talk this through. 2. I'm with someone right now, though. 3. I'm not sure I could, even if I wanted to. 4.
Well, he said you ought to write a prequel.
5. I think it's a bit out of order.
Did you see that they listen different? I mean, the sounds are different. Okay, so your answer to that question would be right here. You can just underline the words that have the or sound right here. Okay, the sound of the letters OU in each word is different. It depends on where it is. Okay, so pause the video and write these answers down. I would encourage you to listen again so you can see the differences. Okay, now moving on. It says, put the words in the box in the correct column below. Which sounds are short and which are long? Listen and check. I'm going to play it and you're going to categorize all the words in these boxes. Okay, so listen.
Track 3.39. 1. Ooh. Could. Should. 2. Ooh. Soup. Through. Root. 3. Ow. Noun. Pronouncing. South. 4.
O, though. 5. Or, fourth, thought, ought, poor. 6. Touch, tough, enough, rough, southern. 7. Cough. 8. Jealous, conscious, thoroughly.
Okay, now that you listened and you watched the script, you can check that your answers were correct. You can pause the video, and remember, they have to be exactly in these categories, and you're going to find out which ones are short and which ones are long sounds. Now, listen to the conversation, then practice it in pairs. Pay attention to the words spelled with O. Okay, so in this case, all you need to do is just read it out loud and then listen to check that it was correct. Okay, so I'm going to play it so you compare your pronunciation with the listening.
Track 3.40.
I give up. I know it was supposed to be tough, but enough's enough.
Have you thought it through thoroughly, though?
Yes, I feel awful, and I've got a terrible cough.
Fair enough. You do look rough. You ought to take it easy.
Very good. So try saying it out loud and compare your pronunciation with the one you listen at the conversation. Okay, well, that's for today's class. Thank you very much and looking forward to see you soon. Bye-bye.